Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll be diving into an Earth Drive Royal Guard. The Royal Guard class has a versatile build and very tricky, allowing you to tank, support heal, and deal burst damage. Among all the builds, Earth Drive is by far the most popular and effective for tanking godlike in WoE and defeating MVPs easily. Earth Drive can even one-hit MVPs when combined with Lex from a support priest. Since Earth Drive has a 4-second cooldown, which can be reduced by 2.5 seconds when you unlock all cooldown runes from Acer, it becomes even more powerful. It's also viable in PvP due to its high burst and area of effect damage, and it can remove ground skills like Hellplant and Earthfield. However, keep in mind that the 1.5-second cast delay and the slow effect of Earth Drive can make it less practical and less advantageous in PvP or WoE compared to the Overbrand build due to its tankiness. In this guide, I'll walk you through the most important stats, skills, runes, equipment, cards, pets, and MVP tips for building a strong Earth Drive build. By the end of this video, I hope you'll have a clear idea of how to build your own Earth Drive Royal Guard build. So, make sure to stick around till the end. Don't forget to check the timestamps down below for easy navigation. Let's get started. Let's start with the basic stats. The most important stat for the Earth Drive build is Vitality. Make sure to max out your base Vit to 99, as it directly increases your Earth Drive damage. Next is Dexterity. Put at least 140 total points or 250 hit for Shield Boomerang and Earth Drive, which increases your hit rate so you won't miss on target. For the remaining points, allocate them to Agility, as this will be converted into defense when you put Wind Armor runes in your Aesir. It will also boost your Earth Drive damage output. Alternatively, you can allocate them to Intelligence for additional magic defense. Now, let's talk about the skills. For your Swordsman skills, prioritize these. Level 9, Bash. This is your primary damage in early stage. Deals 190% attack and chance to stun enemy. Level 1, Magnum Break. Adds 20% attack damage, lasts 10 seconds. Level 10, Taunt. This is useful when doing MVP, reduce def by 21%. Level 10, Endure. When being attacked, you will not pause or knock back. If you get knocked back, you gain 100 magical def. Lastly, Level 10, Increase Recuperative Power. Permanently increase HP regeneration and also effects of HP regen items. Once you've progressed to Crusader, focus on these. Level 5, Cavalry Combat. Can fight while riding mount. Level 5, Cavalry Mastery. Deals 20% more damage to large-size monster. Level 10, Auto Guard. Has 50% chance to parry or block when attacked. Must equip Shield to activate this skill. Level 3, Shield Charge. To unlock Shield Chain skill. Level 3, Shield Chain. To unlock our Shield Boomerang skill. Lastly, Level 10, Divine Protection. Increase def and reduce damage to undead and demon monster by 10%. You can allocate the remaining points to your preferred skill, but since we are using Sacrifice, we will put Level 4 into Spear Quicken. This is just an optional. Now, let's talk about the Paladin skills. Prioritize these. Level 5, Shield Boomerang. Level 5, Bliss. Permanently increase healing received by 20% and vitality by 20. Level 10, Faith. Permanently gains 2000 max HP and 10% max HP. Takes 50% less damage from holy attacks. Level 10, Providence. Reduce damage from demon monster. Lastly, Level 10, Reflect Shield. Reflect damage to the damage dealer. Job Breakthrough. Level 15, Shield Boomerang. Since we are pure vitality, this can help us deal damage too. Also use in leveling. Level 20, Divine Protection. Additional resist from poison, dark, and undead damage by 20%. Level 15, Increase Recuperative Power. Permanently increase HP regeneration and also effects of HP regen items. Level 5, Sacrifice. This is an optional, you may remove this. If you don't want to use Sacrifice and the Spear Quicken, You can allocate this skill points to other skill you want. Now let's talk about the Royal Guard skills. Prioritize these. Level 10. Earth Drive. Deals damage to surrounding enemies and reducing their move speed by 60% and decrease attack speed by 30% for 3 seconds. Can also remove the Hellplant of Genetic and Earth Field of a Sorceress. Here are the factors that affects Earth Drive damage. Vit, Def %, Physical Damage Inc., Skill Damage Inc., Penetration, Ignore Def, Damage %, Melee Damage Inc., Monster Element. Damage Inc., Monster Size Damage Inc., Monster Race, and Pet Damage Inc. Vit and Def should be our first priority, followed by Ignore Defense and Penetration. Penetration is good when facing enemies with high damage reduction. Now, let's move to our next skills. Level 10, Shield of Defense. Level 5. Command of Charge. Level 1, Piety. Level 3, Battle Chant. You can max this if you want for more survivability. Lastly, Level 10. Inspiration. For the remaining skill points, you can put them to your preferred skills. Now, for the runes. When setting up runes, activate the nearest ones or short path first to avoid activating unwanted runes. This way you can save on gold medals for better allocation. Prioritize Earth Drive cooldown first so you can spam this skill more often when you reach Royal Guard. Then focus on Wind Armor. Taunt AoE, Unlimited Endure, Dying Recovery, Furious Range, CC Immunity, Command Charge Haste, Tension Relax, Inspiration Blessing, Cavalry Mastery Utility. This is good if you plan for double insight for 40% Ignore Def. Sacrifice Strong, Spear Mastery, Shield Boomerang Cooldown, Shield Boomerang Empower. You can allocate the remaining medals and contributions to Def, Ignore Def, Magical Def, or Max HP. Now, let's go over the recommended equipment and cards for this build. Weapons. Start with the Epic Spirit Weapon for the early stages, then upgrade to a higher tier for increased attack power. Recommended weapon. Double-slotted Ivory Lance for PvP and WoE, for 100% Ignore Defense. Cheap and easy to add slot. For MVP, use Bilgazarm Synth to Bilgazarm Star for higher attack power. Weapon cards. For PvP or WoE, you can use Sting Star card for Def and Magic Def, or Freoni Star card gives plus 100 hit and skill damage. Alternative option Desert Wolf card. 1 for weapon, 1 for deposit. Then activate Cavalry Mastery with Hydra card. If you cannot afford Minorist card. For MVP, you can use the free MVP and mini damage card from the event, which is the Advanced Mistletoe card. Or use 3 Mino cards. 1 for depositing to unlock Mino Insight, since the Cavalry passive skill already provides damage to large monsters, making it easy to unlock Mino Insight effect. Offhand. For your offhand, use the Adventure Master Shield with Ignore Def or Vit stats for the early game. Recommended. Offhand. Giant Shield. Reduce 10% damage to MVP and Mini Monster. And for every refine, increase damage by 1% to MVP and Mini Monster. Offhand cards. For PvP, you can use elemental resistance cards or damage reduction cards such as the Thera Frog Star card, Lude card, and Senia card, or Snake Demon Gorgons card for additional HP. For MVP, you can use the free MVP and mini damage card from the event, which is the Meryl Rowlands cards or Alice Star cards. Use Mark cards to avoid freezing effects from spells like Frost Diver and Storm Gust. Or Tomb Zombie card. Armor. You can use the Adventure Master Armor. Early stage that has Ignore Def or Defense %, or Vit stats for more survivability and damage. Recommended armor. Legion Plate Armor to Watchers. Armor when synthesized are already available. Reserved your plus 12 Refined Voucher Armor from event. Alternate option for tight budget. Goibni Armor to God's Blessing when synthesized are already available in future update. Armor cards. For MVP, use the Heart card or Munich Star card for additional Ignore Defense. For PvP, you can use Peko card, Thera Frog card, Garment. For PvP or WoE, use Coat of Dragon Scale. For MVP, use the Ancient Cape, which provides 15% Ignore Def, useful for high defense MVPs. Pauldron. This is also good if you unlock Unlimited Endure Rune in Aesir. Garment cards. For PvP, you can use the Raedric Star card or Baby Orc card for neutral damage reduction. For MVP, you can use the free MVP and mini damage card from the event, which is the Mayfair Lindsay card, providing 5% damage to MVPs and minis. Or Puepa Star card to boost your Earth Drive damage, and Eclipse Star card for endgame. Footwear. You can use Adventure Master boots for the early game. Recommended shoes. Variant shoes has high defense. This will boost Earth Drive damage, or Wolf Grandma slippers, which provide vitality and melee physical damage. Foot gear cards. For early game, use the Ferris card, or for late game Fallen Archbishop or Mistletoe Star card and Moonlight Star card. Accessories. You can use the Adventure Master ring for early stage. For end game, Endurance necklace for vitality and max HP, or Mater leash for fast movement speed. Headgear. For PvP, you can use Happy Lunar free from event or Feather Hairpin. Adds damage reduction, def 5%, and max HP plus 2%, and Kabuto for penetration and chance to stun enemy. For WoE, you can use the rental gear from Vending Machine, Vane Hairpin for magic def, and magic damage reduction, or alligator hat for demi-human damage and skill damage. For MVP, you can use the White Knight Helm for damage to MVP and mini by 10%, or Baphomet Horn for ignore def by 20% when Refine reaches plus 10. Cards. Use Fiery Devirucci card, additional Vit, or Andre Star card for penetration, and Ignore Def Good for high damage reduction, enemy or mentalist card for additional Vit, and immune to fear. Face gear. For PvP, you can use Nut on Head, additional hit and ignore, defense or clown nose, plus 100 physical def, and max HP, hockey mass for demi-human damage and reduction, giant cyclops Vit plus 5, and auto attack damage reduction. Or Face King for ignore deft. And Star Love Song for penetration and ignore defense. For WoE, you can use the rental gears from Vending Machine, more powerful and easy to acquire. Aviation Google damage to demi-human, or Gask Mask for demi-human reduction. Mouth gear. Use Bone and Mouth for additional penetration, or Spike Scarf for vitality and defense, or Gentleman's Pipe for demi-human damage reduction and max HP. For WoE, you can use the rental gears from Vending Machine, more powerful and easy to acquire. Back gear. Crafted Wing, Devil Wing. Grants damage 4% and plus 1 to all stats or never-changing dream. For WoE, you can use the rental gears from Vending Machine, more powerful and easy to acquire. Tail. Use Sea Soul Tail plus 2 all stats and 4% earth element damage. For WoE, you can use the rental gears from Vending Machine, more powerful and easy to acquire. Use Meteor Seasonal plus 10 to all stats. Here's a preview of the equipment set you might like. Anti-Root build, Anti from Trap, good for WoE, CC resistance. Anti to CC skill, good in Yo-Yo Arena and WoE. Battle Chant build, heal support in WoE and War of Crystal. Damage Reflect build, high reflect rate. The Undead Maya card may be available in future update. Double Sacrifice build, high damage hit, can deal 70 to 100,000 plus damage to a single target with proper enchantment. You can tweak this depending on your resources or the budget that you can afford or playstyle you want. Adventure Master gear is great early on, but for endgame content, you'll want to switch to unique gear for your class to get the best stats and maximize your defense and damage once you reach 3rd job. Pets. Use Orc Warrior for taunt, Obiune for survivability, and Baby Desert Wolf or Watchdog pet for additional 5% ignore defense, or Puppet Knight for additional 5% move speed and 30 defense and magic defense at max. And that's it for today's Earth Drive build Royal Guard. I hope this helps you build a powerful Royal Guard that can tank effectively and deal massive damage. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you found this guide helpful. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or tips of your own.